all wanted me to do looks with Dupe of Cold Moon, so that's what we're doing. And yes, I have had some crazy allergy attack, which is why I'm kind of congested, but I want to do makeup. What can I do? I want to do makeup, so we're doing it. We're doing it. I already primed with Painterly, and I'm going to use some Luxie brushes and some Zoeva brushes that I purchased from TJ Maxx. And it's going to be a chit chat. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my no-buy. We have been through the no-buy since the beginning of January, and frankly, even before that. I'm going to jump into this screen. Beauties, in another video, I tell you what singles I've used to curate this palette. You're going to see that video on the screen. It's also tagged in the comments box below. I realized I mentioned to you all that I haven't purchased anything since Black Friday, and then later I realized that's actually not entirely true because I had some ridiculous number of points at Sephora, and Sephora told me that if I don't use them by the end of the year or purchase something from Sephora, I'm gonna lose them. So I bought the Hydra Grip Milk Primer, which has been a primer that I see a lot online and I wanted to use, and I bought that in December, like early December, which is why I kind of forgot about it. But as far as my no-buy is concerned, and beauties, I talk about the details of my no-buy in another video. Again, you're going to see the video on the screen and also below in the description box. I don't feel like I've broken my no-buy, but I do want to talk about two little things related to my no-buy. So this one was a Luxie brush 205. This one is another Luxie brush 213. And I'm gonna go into this brown, this cool toned brown. So the first thing is that I was out with friends and we went to some Walmart or Target or somewhere, and one of them bought me this because she had this and we were talking about me having chronic chopped lips, and she was like, oh, let me buy you this, this is really good. And in my head, I did not even realize that could possibly break my no-buy. I mean, she paid for it and everything. It's a Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lip Scent, and it's really good. You know, I did not realize that this could possibly break my no-buy until, frankly, like 2 weeks later. I didn't really have a specific rule around, I'm going to use this under my lower lash line, if somebody else buys you something, what that would mean. So I'm like, I don't really think I broke my no-buy. If we are going theoretically with the concept of, well, you don't need more makeup, and I still don't absolutely need any more lip stuff, then, you know, if we're going by that definition of why I'm going on a no-buy, it's sort of like I did break my no-buy. So the learning here is that I need to be more conscious at what I need immediately and what I don't need. So I mean, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let this one time go, but the next time a similar situation happens during my no-buy, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't need this right now. Let me buy it when my no-buy is over. I'm going to pick a small brush like this. This is a Morphe E13, and I just want to blend this top part. Okay, let me quickly use a little bit of base booster from BH. I'm putting the base booster here, and now I'm gonna go into this one, Lucid Lavender from Touch of Glam. And this is gonna go over base booster. There's another thing that I kind of learned during this no-buy period. If you stick around, I'll talk about it when I'm doing the second look. I'm really liking this. This is so beautiful. And then blending this edge with that brown color. This is Luxie 217. I'm gonna go into this green and brighten up my inner corner with it. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit and then do the same thing with the lower part. Okay, beauties, my eye look is done. I put a little bit of Pasadena from Ofra on my lips, and they're real from Benefit on my lashes. And I'm happy with the look, and I just realized it has to be nail time. Quickly showing you my nails, which are so wintry and festive. And I'm very much enjoying this look, particularly how the teal color in Lucid Lavender blends on the edges with the green. Let me bring the camera closer and show you this look from close up. Going into the second look, I already primed with Hydro Grip Primer from Milk. There was a good bit of 7-8 days between when I did the first look and today, and frankly the idea was that this video was going to be about my no buy for half of January, but frankly January is almost over, so I've gone almost all of January on the no buy, very strong. Also, Beauty is quickly mentioning I have duped. I have here the Nomad palette, and I've also duped Twilight coming up. Excited about them. In this second look, I'm gonna try to do this neutral area. So let's just use some of this pink, and I'm gonna put a little bit of it here. So I'm kind of going across where my crease would be. I don't really have a crease because I have hooded eyes, but if I had a crease, if I had a hollowness, it would be there. Continuing with Singe Beauty, I'm gonna pick this one, 05, and I'm gonna go into, let's use a little bit of this color in the outer V. So this is a beautiful, beautiful plummy gray. It's gorgeous. This might be a little bit small, so I'm gonna exchange it for EO2. Since I did the first eye look during this no buy, I duped a lot of palettes that have come out, and now I'm feeling so confident that I can just dupe things. The whole feeling of I need to have things is kind of gone, and I'm so, I don't know, it's such a freeing feeling. Another thing that I've done that you're going to see videos coming up about is that I found a way to depot palettes that are not magnetic. Now, if you're interested in me showing that on camera, write it in the comments below. I can totally do that, because doing so is so freeing, because there are a lot of colors in my Gloss God palettes, in my Makeup Beauty Shop palettes, and a lot of palettes that I have that I'm like, I really want to use this color in a self-made palette. It's just glued to the palette, so I can't get it out. If I want to use it in a custom-made palette, I kind of have to get creative with how I'm going to use it. Let's now use this one. This is EO7, and I'm going to go back into Patrina, and I'm going to go under my lower lash line. Now using EO5 again and going into this color and blending the lower lash line out. Love it. This is so smoky and nice. Another thing that I learned sort of during my no buy period, and this is sort of the second thing that I realized I kind of need. Oh, so let's quickly do nails. Actually, let me do it this way. They have like snowflakes. Some of the little jewels, there were like tiny jewels on them that fell. Oh well. The second thing that was kind of hard for me during this time is the fact that because I'm duping a lot of palettes, I kind of ran out of magnetic palettes. And I don't want to buy more magnetic palettes while I'm still on a no buy. I mentioned when I did my no buy video rules that if there is a need for something, like if I run out of makeup remover, I'm going to replace it. I'm going to buy a makeup remover. But magnetic palettes to me is not a need. I can always repurpose the magnetic palettes that I have. It's just that because I'm duping a lot of things, I'm kind of running out of empty magnetic palettes. Let me quickly use Specular from Divina, and I'm putting Specular here. It kind of forces me to use the palettes that I've created as much as I can, because I know I have to empty this before I make another palette or dupe another palette, which is a pro and a con, because, you know, a lot of times I kind of don't know if I want to depot it yet. And then after depotting it, I'm like, oh, I could have made another look. But then at the same time, it kind of keeps me disciplined, right? I'm gonna go into this beautiful color from Divina. I would love to use this. Such a pretty, pretty color. And I'm gonna use it sort of here. Now this is a little bit glittery feeling and it has a lot of fall off. So definitely need to be a little bit more conscious of that. And then I'm going to go into this beauty from Touch of Glam. And this is gonna go at the center. So it's like that silvery lavender is blending into this beautiful color. I'm gonna pick this brush and just blending this edge. There's a lot of fall off of the glitteriness, which is fine. I can clean that up with a little bit of makeup remover, but I was like, I've never seen eyeshadow this bright and sparkly. Now I'm gonna pick a small headed brush. I'm gonna go into this color, the lighter pinky color, and I want to brighten this part up a little bit. Okay, so this is the final look. Let me go do the other eye. I'll be right back. Okay, beauties, I'm back, completed the look. I also cleaned up a little bit. You know, it had just way too much fall off of the little tiny specks and glitters. And I'm loving this. I also put a little bit of this. This is a lip gloss from Ofra in color Spicy. I have a ton of lip glosses. One of my resolutions for 2024 is to use my lip glosses before they go bad. So, you know, I kind of wanted to do something different with this look because the eye look is very cool toned and I wanted to do a kind of a warm lip. So I'm very much liking this. If you joined me on the no buy, write to me in the comments below of your updates. Did you stay strong? And did you kind of cheat? Maybe you also opted for duping. If you ended up cheating, what did you buy? I would love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. Let me bring the camera closer and show you this look from close up. I also forgot to mention that I used their Real mascara from Benefit on my lashes. I love you all. Have an amazing day. And until next time, bye.